Well, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, here we are again. And this week, we want to talk about making it easy, making the transition of staying on the program really easy. We talked a while ago about going 100% and how the benefits of eating whole food plant-based, and particularly soil, salt, oil, and sugar-free, can really provide the body with what it needs to see miraculous changes. And we've seen it with our clients, and there's so much research out there now that we listen to Dr. Greger and Dr. Furman and Dr. McDougall. There's research out there that says this really works. And how if we don't go 100%, it's not a linear improvement. If we go 80%, we don't get 80% of the benefit. We see some clients that get like 20 or 40% of the benefits. And so we've been real big on do this. And so recently we've been wanting to focus a little more on what can help us to stay on that program and make that total shift.
Make it easy. That's the main thing. So in talking with clients, they'll repeatedly say that it isn't always easy. It's difficult because I want it, or I have a strong urge, or whatever. And one thing that makes it really difficult is to dabble in processed foods or foods that aren't whole food plant-based, because that stimulates the dopamine cycle and makes us want them even more. And then we beat ourselves up and make ourselves wrong for not eating what we know is more ideal. So one interesting thing that you can do that is so simple is have a clean environment. We've talked about that before. Just give yourself a week. Don't make it a big, long time frame. And give up processed foods. Give up foods that you know aren't ideal for your health. Now, there's an easier way than that, than just deciding to give those up. And that is when you're drawn to have something that you know is not ideal. Stop, allow your mind to settle, get quiet, and ask, excuse me, is this ideal for me right now?
Yeah, we've been sharing for years. I think all the way back to when we started by sharing this with people. Listen to your body. I think that's what Connie's getting at. If there's a surge that comes up, it's usually from up here. It's like, oh, it can taste so good. I'll feel so good after whatever. But there is this intelligence in our bodies. In my experience, it's kind of like, am I wanting to eat from here up, or am I being drawn to the food that I'm drawn to from here down? It's just like listening to our bodies. So yeah, take that pause, and this is where the wisdom is. This is where the inner physician is. This is where we will stay healthy if we follow that impulse.
Yeah, so just get quiet for a moment. Ask, is this ideal for me right now? And if you're really quiet, you'll hear, or you'll get nudged in a direction that is perfect. For me, often what comes, I'll say, could I have more, whatever it is. But for me, it's healthy food anyway, and sometimes more than I need.
Mm-hmm.
And it will say, have a glass of water, or no, have a glass of water. And when I have a few sips of water, there's no longer a desire. It's so easy if we rely on that life force that is fueling us rather than this mental narrator that's always making us wrong or is being highly critical. Most of us live up here. I want you to use these moments of desire for something you know is an ideal to take you to that life intelligence that is who we all are, that's living you, and let it guide the action in the moment. That's how it becomes really, really easy. And then always follow what it says. I remember I didn't once. I felt such shame, and it really shocked me. I'd never felt that level of shame before. And that was the little Dharma bell that made me totally committed to always following that inner life intelligence when I get quiet.
That's interesting. So you felt shame when you got a clear message not to eat a certain food, but you ate it anyway.
Yeah.
What the image that came to my mind as you were sharing, which may be a little strong and maybe inappropriate since I don't have kids, but I know we talk to moms and what a lot of work it is to have a newborn child, and you're getting up so many times at night and all that, and how it may be an effort to get out of bed every 2 hours or whatever it is, but it's an easy decision because they're coming from their heart, because it's like, well, I'm not going to lie here and let my child cry and go hungry. There's that appreciation for this little being that is needing nourishment. And it's interesting because our bodies are kind of in our care in the same way a newborn child is. Our bodies don't get to choose what we put in our mouths. We choose that. And yet it lets us know what's going to nourish it the most to grow and develop and become healthy. So,
well, this life force that is living us all the time is who we really are. It's our true nature. And so when I do things that don't align with that, I feel discomfort. So that's real key. Oh, I want to go eat this food, and when I eat it, I don't feel good. That's life showing us that there's a better way, an easier way. The more that we choose food and all activity in life that aligns with this inner wisdom, the more clear and joyful and easy life becomes. So experiment with it, prove it to yourself, or disprove it to yourself, one or the other. Give it a try, just relax. When you want to move towards something that isn't in your best interest, and see what this inner life wisdom guides you to. That's how life gets easier and easier and more joyful. The recipe. What are we going to do for the recipe? We made really good meatballs yesterday, only they weren't meat. And we put them in a marinara sauce that I had made that was so good over a pasta and some whole grain. It was wonderful. And if you have early memories of spaghetti and meatballs, this is the way to make a really healthy, good tasting version.
Yeah. It was kind of an interesting flashback, spaghetti and meatballs. It's been a long time since I've had that combination. So give it a try. Let us know what you think. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.